As the Golden State Warriors enter their offseason, they're looking to add one or two significant pieces to build around their current veteran core, and as part of this pursuit, could be hunting for a veteran backcourt presence. According to Doc Rivers, the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, a heartwarming reunion of the Curry brothers could be the exact move the team needs. On Bill Simmons' recent podcast, Rivers said, "I actually think the perfect place for Seth would be Golden State. It's the way they play. He fits perfect. It'd be sensational." Rivers, as Seth Curry's father-in-law, certainly has some credence to speak on this fact, and given the team's current cap situation, a reunion of the Curry brothers could be an excellent move. A Curry brothers reunion could be in line for the Warriors. Warriors superstar Stephen Curry, who remains one of the best players and sharpshooters in the league at age 37, is certainly on the hunt for another championship before the end of his career. Despite the fact that both he and his brother Seth have been in the league for upwards of a decade, the pair have never played together, and such a reunion would be a storyline for fans to cling to. However, if Golden State were to sign Seth Curry, it would be more than a heartwarming story. Seth Curry, at 34, could still provide great value to this Warriors team. Last season, with the Charlotte Hornets, Seth Curry averaged 6.5 points, 1.7 rebounds, and 0.9 assists, primarily playing off the bench, while shooting 45.6% from three-point range and 84.6% at the free throw line. As the Warriors look for a solution to their inconsistent backcourt play, featuring the streaky shooting of Buddy Hield and the waning and waxing confidence of Brandon Podziemski, Seth Curry could be a sharpshooting, veteran presence that could help anchor the team's bench unit. Moreover, as Golden State attempts to balance their cap sheet with a significant amount owed to their veteran trio over the next 2 years, Seth Curry would likely take on a veteran minimum contract. Based on his experience, this would sit at a little over $3 million under the current CBA. Especially if the Warriors move on from Hield in a larger deal this summer, Doc Rivers' suggestion, while seemingly far-fetched, could become a reality for the franchise and the Curry family. As the NBA enters the offseason, many expect it to be filled with many moves that could include some big names changing teams. Of course, Phoenix Suns star Kevin Durant has dominated the headlines thus far, along with Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. One team that has been involved in trade rumors of their own is the Golden State Warriors as they enter the summer looking to upgrade their roster around their star trio of Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green. While Golden State has not shown any signs thus far of pursuing another superstar this offseason, their name has come up in Giannis trade rumors. Because of this, ESPN's Zach Kram recently came up with a wild 4-team mock trade that would land the Warriors' Giannis while sending Green to the Los Angeles Lakers to pair alongside Luka Doncic and LeBron James. In the trade, Kram has Golden State acquiring Giannis while Los Angeles receives Green and Daniel Gafford. For the Dallas Mavericks, they would acquire Gabe Vincent, the Lakers' 2031 first-round pick and the 41st overall pick in the upcoming 2025 NBA Draft. The Bucks would acquire the most in this mock trade, and for good reason, as Kram has them adding Austin Reeves, Brandon Podziemski, Jonathan Kuminga, Tracy Jackson-Davis, Maxi Kleber, and 2 first-round pick via Golden State and 1 first-round pick from the Lakers. This would truly be an off-season blockbuster, and one that could end up benefiting every team involved, especially the Warriors. For Golden State, moving on from Green, Podziemski, Kuminga, and Jackson-Davis along with draft capital would be a bold move for them to make, but adding Giannis could make them into a championship contender next season. Giannis would be a solid fit alongside Curry and Butler as he would give them a new big three to chase another championship with Curry leading the way, though they would be getting rid of a ton of their roster depth. While Giannis may be a good fit in Golden State, it appears that Milwaukee is set to keep the 2-time MVP this offseason unless they are blown away by an offer. Golden State Warriors fans know they'll have Stephen Curry back for the 2025-26 season, are almost certainly going to see Jimmy Butler taking the court alongside him, and are still likely to have Draymond Green suiting up for them, for better or for worse. Beyond that, there's much uncertainty surrounding head coach Steve Kerr's roster as the summer approaches. One of the most intriguing players that basketball experts in the Bay Area have been analyzing for months is 22-year-old forward Jonathan Kuminga, who, At times during his first 4 seasons has looked like a no-doubt starter, ready to help lead the franchise after Curry eventually retires, and in other instances, appears to be on the way out of the organization. Kuminga is coming off one of his worst seasons, where his numbers dropped in nearly every category from a breakout 2023-24 campaign. Kuminga finished third on the team in scoring, 16.1 points per game, and with career-best shooting numbers from the field, .529 and charity stripe, .746, across 74 games, 46 starts, 2 seasons ago. The 2021 7th overall pick averaged 15.3 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game in 2024-25, but was limited to a career-low 47 contests and 10 starts due to an ankle injury in 2024-25. However, he posted a career-worst .454 field goal percentage and .305 three-point field goal percentage, and things got so bad that Kuminga was even benched for parts of the playoffs, appearing in 8 of the team's 12 postseason contests. Now, trade rumors have been flying around the Congolese youngster, and on Thursday, Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus crafted a 3-team sign-and-trade proposal that sends Kuminga to the Chicago Bulls. The full trade breakdown. Here's the trade idea that Pincus presented, which also includes the Charlotte Hornets. Bulls receive Jonathan Kuminga from Warriors. Hornets receive Jevon Carter from Bulls, Moses Moody from Warriors. Warriors receive Jalen Smith from Bulls, Josh Okogie from Hornets, Lonzo Ball from Bulls, 2026 Portland Trail Blazers protected first-round pick from Bulls, 2029 second-round pick from Hornets, 2029 Denver Nuggets second-round pick from Hornets, 2031 second-round pick from Hornets, 2031 Phoenix Suns second-round pick from Hornets. This isn't the first time that the Bulls have been connected to Kuminga. Hoopshype's Michael Scotto reported on June 16 that Chicago was one of the 2 teams that could potentially acquire Kuminga via sign-and-trade this offseason, along with the Miami Heat. Additionally, Bleacher Report's Andy Bailey came up with a 2-for-1 deal in early June that also sent Kuminga to the Windy City and Lonzo Ball to the Warriors. Kuminga is set to ink a lucrative contract extension this summer, which could still come with Golden State. Ball is incredible fit alongside the Warriors stars. Pincus detailed why Kuminga's possible move to Chicago and Ball joining Curry and company would work. On the premise that the Warriors can't functionally afford Kuminga without sacrificing depth, filling out the rest of the roster with minimum players, and or getting hit by second-apron penalties like frozen draft picks, the question becomes, where more than why? While Kuminga is talented, not many teams have the means to acquire a player via sign-and-trade. Higher-spending teams can't, and rebuilding teams would be hesitant to make that kind of outlay, he wrote. If Chicago is the team willing to step up, it's a question of the return. If the Warriors send out Kuminga just above $30 million, they only get credit for sending out half of that in trade, $15 million. The inclusion of Moody has more to do with avoiding aprons, retaining depth, and choosing players from whom the coach got more in the playoffs, Hield, Payton, etc. Ball has struggled to stay healthy, but is an incredible fit alongside the Warriors stars. He plays defense, moves the ball, and can catch and shoot. The team could also use an athletic big in Smith, who didn't fit in with Chicago. A year prior, Smith shot 42.4% from three-point range for the Indiana Pacers. He has good size, 6 feet 10 inches, but is mobile at 215 pounds. Okogie is still young, turning 27 before the season, and is a smart, experienced wing defender. While health has long been an issue for Ball across his 8 years in the NBA, he showed this past season that he can still be productive when on the court. The 2017 second overall draft pick missed the entire 2022-23 and 2023-24 campaigns due to chronic knee issues before finally returning to the hardwood for 35 games, 14 starts, last October. When Ball finally took the court for the Bulls' regular season opener, more than 1,000 days had passed since his last NBA appearance. He finished the season averaging 7.6 points, 3.4 rebounds, 3.3 assists, and 22.2 minutes per contest with a .366/.344/.815 shooting line.